Welcome back once again in lecture number 3. In this video we are going to discuss about the same case, if then else and if, but here the scenario will be different, the example will be different. We will further elaborate it. We are going to discuss about a code with another scenario in which the user is saying that please ask the users to enter the marks for 3 subjects, and you have to output the total and the average as well. So on the last stage you have to output the congratulations message if average is greater than 85, else you have to leave the message for the user, just go and keep it up. Alright, in the previous video we learned about a very basics, that was about that you have to enter the age and all that and output a message. Students, one thing you have to be remember, in if then else case, the structure I'm going to talk about. After if, you have to write down the condition. After if, you have to write down the condition, and if the condition is true, the statement will be executed after then whatever you are writing. So after that then the statement will be execute, else obviously the alternative way is if condition is false, then else portion will be executed, whatever you are going to write on after else. So in this code I am here going to tell you in a very brief form. So let's start writing this code. One thing I would like to add it over there, where declare variables appropriate. Alright, अब यहाँ पे अगर हम आ जाएं तो सबसे पहले आज whenever you're writing a pseudocode, it is very mandatory, or you can say it is very important to for you, that you just underline the important point whatever you're getting, and then according to that you just break down your problem and then just start writing solutions. So here the question is that you have to mention, or you can say declare an appropriate variables. When we just look on the code, we over there that we get to know about it, that you have to enter the marks for the 3 subjects. It means we need to declare 3 variables. Output the total means we need to declare another variable, that would be the name total, and another 4th variable that the name is average. Alright, so just start about it, and we are going to write down over there. Let's start. I'm going to capitalize each and everything because it is very important. Declare, the first thing, declare, we are going to follow up the variable rule, and the name of our variable for the marks is, let's suppose we making a variable like a subject1. So subject1, the data type would be integer. The same thing is this, declare, and we are going for the subject2, that is also integer, and again declare, and the 3rd variable is subject3, and the data type again is integer. Alright, now we are going to make another 2 variables to declare total. Obviously when we are adding all the values in the form of 7, 8, 9, 50, 40, the result will always be an integer, and another 5th variable which is average. So I am going to use ABG. It is also an appropriate variable. It is making a sense as well. So average is always comes in form of real, because it is a fractional value in the form of points. Now it is just ask the users to enter the marks of 3 subjects. Alright, just let me over there. Ask the users. So the first thing is we are going to use another keyword, that was output, and we are leaving the message over there, enter your marks. Alright, for subject 1. Alright, so here I am going to use another keyword which is input, that would be used to take a value from the user, input and sub1. Again I am going to copy it over there because I will not waste the time over there, and that's it. And I'm going to make a change, subject2, it is subject 2 and it is subject 1, and it is subject 3. So here I am going to use subject 2, and I'm going to remove it, and here I am going to remove it is to subject 3. Alright, so it is also need to remove. That's it. Now we have done. The first thing what I will must suggest, what I will must tell you, you will use the same variables you declared in the declaration section for whatever the value you are going to edit. I am going to use the variable subject 1, subject 2, subject 3 because I declared these 3 variables. So further for output statement and input statements I am going to use the same variables. For output statement you can prompt any kind of message whatever you want to, but for when it is about input, so with that input you have to write down the same variable whatever you mentioned over there, or you can say whatever you declared. Alright, so it is done, I'm sure about it. Now we are going to add the values. Alright, so we are here going to apply the formula for that is total. Okay, total, I'm going to use this one arrow key because you know that the arrow key what is to be used, but if you don't know I must mention over there this one arrow key will be used to assign the value to the variable that would be on the left side, and the value on the right side will be assigned to the value to on the left side. Alright, so total, that is equal to subject 1 because the first value is in this variable subject 1, subject 2 plus subject 3. Alright, and now it's time to find out an average. So what is the formula of the average? We are supposed to like that. Firstly we can write down in 2 ways. Alright, we can write down it like in this way, subject 1 plus subject 2 plus and subject 3. Alright, and we are going to use this one symbol, and the number of subjects are 3. We can write down it is like in this way, or we can write down in this way that AVG equals to the value was stored in the variable total and it will be divided by 3. Alright, and at the last we are going to output a message, output total is, and the value is saved in the variable total, and again output you can write down the message over there, average AVER, average is and AVG, because our value after the processing is going to be stored in this variable. Now it's time to use that condition, whatever if the average greater than 5. So I'm going to use a conditional statement if AVG greater than 85, then you have to mention the message output congratulations, and else output keep it up. This is a simple message, you can go for that, and then you have to close it with the end. So this is the way how you will use conditional statements using the first case, that was if. Alright, if then else. So at the end I will again mention or highlight the sum of points. If you are going to use an if structure